Hey everybody, it's Millie with Crafting in My PJs. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a shaker card. See my little shakers in there? I have never made a shaker card before, so I was quite excited to put this one together. It is for a crop that I am attending at the end of this month, and it is for a swap, and we were given the instructions to make a shaker card, and that was basically it. It has to come with the envelope, which also needs to be decorated, and it had to have 3 mats and an embellishment, hopefully, or 2 layers. I think that was how it was put. So I think this counts as 1, 2, and then the embellishment. So I think I'm more than covered for it. And I started by looking at a bunch of YouTube videos about making shaker cards, and then the Pinterest to find some ideas, but I pretty much already knew I wanted either a cupcake or a ice cream cone or something like that. It was for a child's birthday. That's what it is labeled as. We make 10 cards identical, or as identical as you can, and then you go in a swap and you swap with 9 other people and you end up with 10 different cards. So I'll end up with 10 shaker cards, which I'm quite excited, and of course I will show them all to you after the swap. So I borrowed a stamp set and a die cutting set from a friend of mine who had this already. We don't know where it came from. She thinks it was a set from Hobby Lobby. And it does coordinate size-wise, the stamps and the dies. But that's about all I can really tell you. There was nothing on the paper to give us any kind, in the envelope, to give us any kind of indication of what and where it came from. And if you don't have, I know that this channel is dedicated to quick, easy crafts that anybody can do without any tools. And of course this kind of goes against that motto, but it is for a special event at the end of the summer, at the end of let me see if this, maybe that helps a little bit, at the end of this month. And so I do have to use some tools, but say you don't have any tools, you can absolutely do some sort of shaker design using a circle punch or cutting out by hand. That would be difficult, but you could do it. All right, so when you make a shaker card, you have to use one of a couple of different techniques. My technique was I'm using acetate, which is just clear plastic, and I happen to have a bunch of these sheets left over from when my husband was a teacher and they used to use overhead projectors. So we're using those up. You can also buy like a clear plastic bubble kind of thing from, I've seen them on Amazon. Stamping Up carries them, and they come in different shapes, and so that would make your bubble come out this way, instead of making your thickness within the card here. So it's up to you what you use. I used what I had, and I'm quite excited about that. All right, so we have the stamp set, we have the acetate, I have a happy birthday stamp right here. We are going to be inking using some walnut stain from Tim Holtz. And we are going to be stamping with the walnut stain as well as candied apple from Tim Holtz. And, well, yeah, Tim Holtz. I have some glitter. It's like shaped glitter. It was from Michael's, and it's Creatology. Here it is. I saved this. Creatology glitter. That's all it says, but it had more shapes to it. I got it with a coupon a while back, and I have it. We are going to need some foam dots as well as foam tape, and that's going to give us our bulk. So we have the in between, so this will shake. I am making the base of my card yellow. You know, happy birthday, happy. So I have some yellow cardstock, and then I put in the first layer of a patterned paper, but I didn't want that to be my main focus because I didn't want it to take away from the shaker. So I do have my patterned paper, and then I did come along with just some khaki paper to go on top. Our banner is cut using one of these dies that she had and my happy birthday stamp out of some yellow cardstock, some extra yellow that matches this. All right, so I do have all of the measurements. I will show them to you here, and of course they will be in the description below. The banner I did not write because I just placed this on the cardstock and just kept cutting. I have to make 10 of these, but we're going to make one together. Oh, and the other thing is, oh, there's a good close-up. I probably will come back with a stamp on the inside. I have not done that yet. And just some sort of happy birthday, it's your day sentiment. That's all. And I also embellished with liquid pearls, and this is platinum pearl. Got these off of Etsy. And then this I've had forever, stickles, some red stickles for that cherry on top. Possibly might color in the whole cherry, but as of right now, we're just going to leave it like it is. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I did was cut down a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock in half, so across the long way, so like this. I'm very visually inept. So a cut in the middle. We're just going to fold this in half as evenly as we can. I do use the back of scissors or bone folders or any kind of tool. Gives you a nice crisp clean line. All right, so we're going to put that on the side. We're going to take our colored paper and we're going to take our ink and we're just going to give it a little edge. All the ink, I don't ink all the time. I ink more than I used to because I just feel like it gives it some sort of dimension and finished edge. But again, I don't do it all the time. Oh, I don't know what my dogs are doing in the other room, and of course Gabby has decided to participate. I'm hoping because I'm using the microphone, it doesn't come through the video quite as much as it used to. All right, so that's that one. This is our solid that's going to go on the top. So let's go ahead and ink that one real quick. So those edges are finished. Oh my, might have to go feed the bird real quick. I think I've just fed her, so no, that's not going to help. She just hears my voice. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and tape this. You could tape this. You could use some Scotch Create glue. You can, any way that you prefer to stick down. I do like my double stick, my Scotch double stick tape, which is archival safe, which is always a good thing. I buy it on Amazon in a pack of 6. Comes to about $20. Did not put any in the middle because we're getting ready to cut out the middle. All right, so there's my matting. Now I'm going to take my ice cream top. Oh, I think I want to stamp first. Let me stamp because that way I'm cutting out. All right, so let's see. This comes off of here. Let me wipe this down a little bit. We don't have any bleed over. Take my cupcake bottom. It's not a cupcake, it's ice cream cone. I told my friend I wanted cupcakes, and so this is what she gave me the set, and I ended up using y'all, I'm gonna have to go see what the dog is doing. All right, let's see how this goes. I want to kind of make it as even as I can with the other one. All right, there's my bottom. All right, so now, let's cover that up. So now we're going to take our ice cream top, going to place it over right here, the little part that cuts down. All right, I'm going to use some blue tape here. And I'm going to take it over to my Sizzix, my die cutting machine, and I'm going to run it through. I wanted to leave enough room for my banner at the bottom. So it's about, I think a ½ an inch from the top of the card. Yep. Just a little bit better than a ½ an inch. All right, be right back. All right, so we're back from the cutting machine. Let's pull this off. Carefully. Now I did keep my inside, so it cuts through both layers. I did keep these because I just thought, you know, I might be able to use those for something, right? All right, so before we do let's put this back with the set to do that 8 more times. Before we go any further, let's ink in the middle here. There we go. All right, let's see if I can get you closer. So we inked in the middle. All right, and I'll try and keep in frame. I'm so terrible about that. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to attach our acetate. So let's take our acetate. Again, I'm going to use my double stick tape. I cut the acetate 3 by 3.5, so it gave me plenty of room to stick my double stick tape around here. All right. And I am very confident in this double stick tape staying in place. Once it cures, it's a very, oh, I don't even need to put this much tape. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's a very firm hold. All right, so we're going to put our acetate right there. And then now what makes the magic of the card is our, oh, you know what? Before we do that, I forgot to put my cherry on the top. Let's do that real quick. Because if we don't do that, we won't have a firm surface to stamp on. All right, where's that red? Here's my red. I do like this red. Okay, so I have a habit of rocking. And let me get a piece of scrap to go under here. Oh, it's going to go on my acetate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's oh, I can wipe it off. I'll wipe it off. All right. So I'm going to put it right there. All right, there we go. And then just wipe it off the acetate. There we go. All right, there's my cherry. My cherry on top. And we will put our embellishments later. Okay, so now let's take this is foam tape from Dollar Tree. And it works perfectly well. I needed more, could not find it from Dollar Tree today when I went. And we're going to take our foam and we're just going to make a circle around my cupcake. Now, if you happen to have like foam squares, instead of foam tape, you can still use it. You just have to make sure all of your edges are sealed, are touching. Like right here, that did not seal well. Let's see if I can, ooh, and then once this stuff sticks, it is I want that to touch. I want that to be sealed shut. Let me make sure. Because then glitter can escape through there if you don't seal it. And see, I have a gap. I don't like that. So let's try and there we go. All right, there. Now it's sealed. And we don't need to pull that off yet, but I guess, well, let's just leave it on for a second. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape, and I went ahead and I went to the next size up. And we are going to line our edge of our card with the tape. So it'll it'll give it stability. It won't be like the, it won't be like the only thing poking up or sticking up is the cupcake in the middle. You can push on this and it'll be, and this does not have to be like watertight. It's literally just for the edge, just for the edging. You're not really going to see it, but I do like the corners. Oh, I've got so much sticky on here. I do like the corners mitered. Look how neat of a look that looks. Let's see. Let's come over here, pull up some of this edging. Come to the edge right there, and I kind of like pull it like that. Gives me a line to follow, and I cut. Works better if you use Teflon scissors. They don't get the sticky all over them. And then come back over here. We're gonna start here. Oops. There we go. Come all the way to the edge. There we go. And all our corners are mitered so they show. Now, they don't show or they won't show. And look around on this side. Make sure you don't have any pieces sticking over. This is paper, so that's okay. This is paper, that's okay. This is not paper, so I'm going to trim this down. These are not the best scissors. All right, because I don't want that foam showing. All right, so now what we're going to do is the fun part. We are going to take all the sticky off. We don't need to take this. I guess we should, yeah. I did it the other way around with the other card. I put the sticky on the bottom, on the yellow part. And it was fine. I mean, it worked fine that way too. But I just thought this might be easier this way, so I'm giving it a shot. All right, so now I've got that. Now, the fun, exciting part is we get to put our sprinkles in. And let's see. I used this one last time. I'm going to use this one this time and see what this looks like. And anything can be, I'm sticking. Anything can be the inside. It can be little beads. It can be finer glitter. There were these cute like round discs over at Michael's, and I almost bought that. All right, now I am terrible at this, so I have to make sure that I am in the right spot, like my opening. So when I put it down, it's going to be like this. Okay. Line up your edges, because you know, I don't know if you could straighten that sucker out. All right, we can seal everything down. If anything, that side is still poking out on me. Look how cute. Oh, looks cute. All right. All right, so let's do our banner. We have our banner. Going to give it the inking. There we go. All right, and take this and our happy birthday. And you know, since it's a child's card, it would have been nice if my happy birthday would have maybe been printed instead of script, but I didn't have anything small enough to fit on the banner. So you know what? This is what I got. Okay. Happy birthday. Yay! All right. Happy birthday. All right, and then we're going to put it here, and I am going to use these Dollar Tree Pop Dots. I would have rather if the Pop Dot was maybe not quite as big, but you know what? It is what it is. This is what I have. Why is this not? Let's try a different one. That one was missing its plastic. So maybe it's lost some of its sticky. You could also cut some pieces of your foam. That's mine's a little bit thinner than these. The reason I didn't do that is I have to make 8 more cards, and so I'm hoping I have enough foam. There we go. Happy birthday. Now I thought it needed a little bit more. So let me cover this up. So I did take my, let's do that one second. I did take my liquid pearl, and this is platinum. And the reason I took this color, this is the color I had. And when you stamp, when you cut out, it leaves a little border where the die was. So I followed that. And I thought it was a great outline. And then I just did the ice cream cone. There. Oh, and our red. Hope that was dry. Okay. I'll put something on top of this card. All right. There we go. What do you think? Nope, nope. I'm gonna leave it just like that. And there you go. There's my happy birthday shaker card. I'm really excited about this. I think it looks cute. Shake, 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 shake. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving me a like, which is the little thumbs up thing. And if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And that's it for today. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.